Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be filming a video that I am so excited about. Honestly, I was just like shaking getting ready to film. So I'm going to be doing the Pretty Little Liars tag, and I actually first saw this, I want to say like on Wednesday or Thursday, from Miss Glamorazzi and Joey. They created it, and basically it's just a tag with all these questions about Pretty Little Liars and all this stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. I really like that tag. So yeah, but then I but I realized that this Tuesday is the season finale, and I want to get this video up before then. So hopefully I can get it up before then, but I know that I need to film it now. Anyways, you guys know that I love Pretty Little Liars. In the last month, I've gotten basically back into my obsession with PLL. I just think it's a really good show, and I honestly invite everyone to watch it because it's not like, there's nothing like that scary or anything. So yeah, it's a really good show, and I like the concept, and I just really like it. Before I start the actual tag though, I have to say two things. First thing, I have not read the books. I just watched the TV show. I always saw the books like in chapters and stuff, but I've never really like been inclined to actually pick up a book and read it. So yeah, well, not a book, but the PLL books. So yeah, I know that there's a lot of differences between the show and the actual book. So yeah, and the second thing is basically if you aren't caught up with season 3 as of what day is it today, the 16th of March, you really need to turn off this video and go catch up and come back, because I will definitely be spoiling things, and I don't want to be like, oh, this question has a spoiler in it, because pretty much all the questions relate to like the caught up episodes. So yeah, just a forewarning. Also, I know the lighting in this video isn't exactly the best because the sun is setting, but honestly I just wanted to get this video filmed. I wasn't going to film it today, but I thought I'm going to film it today, so yeah, I apologize if it's not like the best lighting, but yeah.
And also, if you're bothered by the fact that I'm in a t-shirt, I apologize. I'm in my, what's it called? My David and Goliath Smart Cookie t-shirt, because it's comfortable and I really like it, so that's why I'm in it. But yeah, I have like no makeup on, so again, if that bothers you, I apologize.
Anyways, I'm going to get into the questions right now. For sure, for me, this is definitely Spencer. I love Spencer. I think she's just a really good character, and I like the fact that she's not just like what you see is what you get. You get a lot of like depth in her character, so I think that she is just really relatable, and I really like her as a character. I'm like glowing in orange. Obviously the sun is setting. But yeah, so I would definitely say Spencer is my favorite, for sure, by far. I also really like Aria, but Spencer is definitely top notch for me. Okay, so I think it's a couple of people. I think that it's either Allison or Allison's twin sister, and then I think that whoever that is, the mastermind, is greatly, I was going to say abetted, but the accomplices on the A-team are, oh, my phone just fell. Sorry. Okay, so I would say the accomplices are Cece Drake. I never really trusted her. I have never trusted Melissa, Spencer's sister. She's always just been really fishy to me. I also don't necessarily trust Wilden. I don't think he's all there. I just don't like him. So yeah, and there was a fourth character that I was going to say. I don't know, I forgot, but I will leave them right here because there's 4 people that I'm like, you're definitely on the A-team. Definitely, this is your little shenanigans going down. I ship for sure Spencer and Toby. They honestly, oh my god, they're the cutest couple ever, and I've always liked them since the beginning of their relationship, and spoiler alert, I really hope that he's not dead, because obviously they can't have a relationship if he's dead, but I just really want them to be together, and I think that they are such a cute couple. So I definitely ship them. Another couple that I ship is Aria and Ezra's little brother Wesley. I think that they have a lot of chemistry, and I think that they're a bit more compatible because of the fact that like they're around the same age. So yeah, whereas Ezra and Aria, it's getting a little old for me. I would definitely have to say there's so many in PLL, it's crazy. Sometimes I literally like sit in front of my television screaming at it, thinking, what are you doing? Obviously that isn't going to be a very good, solution or option. So yeah, but the most memorable right now I can think of is Hannah drowning Wilden's car. Obviously someone is going to find that. I mean, someone already kind of did, and like, honestly, Hannah, like, that was really what you thought of. You thought, okay, I'll just push this car into a body of water. Like, really? Because I don't see that as a wise thing. I would honestly just drive to the next town or wherever and talk to that police department, because obviously the police department in Rosewood is just so beyond corrupt. So, yeah. This is kind of hard for me because there are a couple people that are like, so you can see that they're not exactly like right. They're not on the good side, but you still love them anyway. And honestly, Mona is one of those people. I don't know, there's just something about the actress herself that I just can't get over. I really, really like the fact that she's a really good actress, and I never think, oh, yeah, this girl, like, she only has some talent. Like, no. She always portrays her character so well, and I just think there's something lovable about Mona. I think it's the fact that she was bullied, and then, like, she turned into, like, the it girl, and then that's why she kind of, like, it led her to being kind of crazy. Not kind of crazy. Crazy. So I think that's what it is, but honestly, I think Mona is a pretty darn good villain, and there's a likability factor there for me, at least for me. So I was watching Joey's and Ingrid's video, and I will leave that in the bottom bar linked, of course. But honestly, they kept saying, "Oh, not Arya, not Arya." Okay, Arya doesn't get like physical threats. Like, Hannah's gotten so many threats and all this stuff, but Arya does get pretty threatened. But I won't even go into that story because I will be here for hours. But I would definitely say the person who would be the most targeted, I think at least, is Hannah, because poor Hannah, she always, there's at least always one storyline about Hannah and how A's targeting her, or if you don't think if you don't think A is targeting Hannah, then you definitely think it's coming. And I'll give you a good example, the Caleb's dad storyline. Who didn't see that coming? Because I saw that coming. So, yeah, I think that Hannah gets it the most difficult, but I would also say, like, a short follow-up would be Spencer, because obviously she's had a lot go on in the last couple episodes, and I just think that that's that is because of A. So yeah, and whether you choose to believe that Toby actually is bad, or if you choose to believe that he's just infiltrating the A team, either way, it's because of A. Oh my god, that rhymed. So I kind of already answered the second part, but the first question would definitely be Spencer. Again, I have on my iPod, I have like photos of me, not photos of me, but, well, I do have those too from like Instagram and stuff, but I have photos that I've taken of like my television paused with Spencer's outfit in full display, and like me trying to recreate it. Like, honestly, I think Spencer's style is so perfect. I think it's preppy, but it's also very classy. I don't know, I really like it. So Spencer is definitely the style person that I look up to the most. Some of the things that Hannah and Arya wear are just whack, and Spencer is a little bit too, like, laid back. It's not Spencer, sorry, oh my gosh. What's her name? Emily. Emily's a little too laid back for me, so I definitely say Spencer. And the person that I relate to the most is, again, Spencer. I told you guys in the beginning, but I always have found her character really relatable and just, real. And the other characters, they have their things that you're like, that would never happen in real life. But Spencer, I feel like that actually could happen and would happen. I am actually a little confused about that myself, because I mean, okay, so the whole, like, Allison in like dream mode, like when like the screen gets all cloudy and dreamy. That's obviously like she plays a big impact in their psychological way of thinking. Like their psychological state is a little damaged because of Allison, whether it's from when she was alive or when she, you know, obviously there's a lot happened since she's died. So yeah, so that's obviously that. And the girl in the red coat, I don't believe necessarily that it's Cece, because that's kind of like the way that they're pushing you to think that it's Cece, and I'm not sure I believe that. I personally don't think Allison's even dead. Is that crazy to say? I don't. Part of me thinks like, okay, well, how can the police department get it wrong? How can she not be dead? But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. That's my answer. Hands down, Keegan Allen. I think he is just so talented, so hot, and I really like him, and I follow him on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, and I think that he's a nice person underneath all of like the success he's had. I also like the fact that he's a photographer, so yeah. But you know, obviously now I'm not going to be seeing much Keegan Allen. Maybe, I don't know. So my follow-up would be there's a word for it. Hold on, I'm going to think of this. Runner-up, there we go. Wow, ditz moment. But I would say my runner-up would be Greg Salkin, because I love him. I love him. And if we're not talking about actors, if we're talking about actual characters, to be honest, they're all a little cray-cray. There's all a little bit of something that you're like, but I think Toby is actually one of the most relatable guy characters, for sure. Caleb, I really like, but he has issues, because he's very, like, emotional, and I understand why. He's had a really hard past, but I just think that he kind of freaks out for no reason sometimes, and he gets really emotional. That's the only thing I can think of. He, like, spazzes out, for the lack of another word. So, in the girls, I relate to the least Emily, and I kind of find her annoying. I don't know, I just understand where Hannah and Spencer and Arya come from, and then Emily always has, like, I don't know, storylines that I just don't relate to, and I think because of that is why I find her annoying. So I would have to say Emily, and it's not because of anything in particular, it's just because in general, I find that she's the most whack of the bunch. I personally don't have much fondness for her, but yeah, she's alright. And like, overall, my least favorite character, and this is going to be a surprise, because I know a lot of people really like him, but I do not like Jason. I don't like Jason, and I should have said him in the who do you think's behind the A-team, because he's definitely in the A-team or behind it or both. I do not like Jason. He is really annoying, and he thinks he's amazing and all of this stuff, and he has kind of like reformed his character, because like season 1 he was like very like, I'm a tough guy, and then in season 2, well, the end of season 2 and the beginning of season 3, he was very like, I just miss my sister, I just want her to live a great life. But honestly, I just don't like him. He's really annoying. Yeah.
A short runner-up after him would definitely be, I was going to say Holden, oh my god, Wilton. I just think he's a really horrible officer, obviously, and he is, I don't know, like, how dare you intimidate someone who's obviously going through a lot of trauma, like, but yeah, my least favorite character would definitely be, overall, would be Jason, shortly followed by Wilton.
It's a tie. It actually, they both have to do with the A-team. So the first shocker, I think everyone was shocked when, Toby turned around after following like A for a really long time, and then boom, it was Toby. I freaked. I was like, oh my god, this is not happening, and I actually didn't watch it at the time that everyone else did, so I kind of saw spoilers, and I was like, that can't be right, and I was still shocked. Even though I knew that it was coming, I was still like, so I would definitely say that was a big shocker. Another big shocker for me was actually this last episode, the episode before the season finale, and that was when Spencer was like, you don't have to worry, Mona, it's already done. And then she pulls out a black hoodie, like she's on the A-team. No, just no, don't even go down that road, Spencer. It really irritates me, and she's smart, so she's obviously trying to break the team apart from within, but I just think really, Spencer, really? So yeah, that was really shocking for me, as you can probably tell. Hell to the no. No way. Because, and I noticed this, they have, okay, yes, it's someone who has this tattoo, and it's someone with a motorcycle helmet, and my phone just dropped again, but yeah, so I understand all that. But then she goes up to the body, and she's about to take off the motorcycle helmet, or like flip open the thing so she can see his face, and someone screams, Mona, just someone screams, she's dead. That's not knowing that Toby's dead. Excuse me? No, just no. He's not dead. For sure, he is so not dead. He can't be. I love him too much. Again, I kind of said this already, but I would go to the next town, and if they didn't believe me, then I'd go to the next town. I'd basically go to any form of law enforcement that would believe me / look into it, and I would 100% to my parents. Excuse me, they're the people that, okay, well, I'm not under the age of 18, so they're not actually necessarily, like, legally responsible for me anymore, but hello, I live in their house, I'm their spawn, you know, like, they would want to know, and I would want to tell them, so, yeah, and I would also, like, learn, like, some kind of self-defense in case anything was to ever happen, because, you know, there are times where they get physically attacked, and, you know, you need to know what to do and not just freak out. So, yeah, those are the 3 things that I would do. But hopefully, knocking on wood, that's a wall, but I'm going to find some wood. Knocking on wood, I will never have to deal with anything ridiculous like A, because A is just a little ridiculous.
A takes, like, what a normal person who is threatening someone would do and explodes it into, like, 50 billion times bigger than it actually was or could have been.
Crazy! Okay, so that is it for my PLL tag. I was gonna say PL liars. Okay, anyways. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you watch PLL and want to do this video, then I tag you. I'm not gonna tag specific people because I'm not sure who among my YouTube friends actually watches PLL, but if you're watching this video right now, and if you want to do it, then go ahead and leave a video response, or like email me a link or something, and I would love to watch. I'm really excited for the season finale, and I'm pretty sure that I will do like a Siobhan reacts video or something, a video basically about the finale, because I know there's gonna be a couple of shocking moments. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, have a great day. Bye!